Hi there, thank you so much for checking out my channel here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. My name is Sarah, and I'll be hosting a reading for you for this full moon happening in Gemini / Cancer, depending if you follow sidereal or tropical astrology. And we are going to do a reading for Aries. So, using my Moonology deck to randomly select who gets to go next. Aries, this one is for you. So if this does resonate, please do remember to hit that like button or just like the video. Even if it doesn't resonate, it really helps the growth of my channel and I appreciate it. And you can follow the links in the description box that will get you to my link tree, sorry, brain fart. Where you can follow my socials, donate. You can catch me on Twitch. I'll be doing some lives this weekend. And what else? Oh yeah, donate to the Liver Foundation. Ooh, we got a Victory Royale in the background. Okay, let's see here. Queen of Cups reversed. I wonder if you're dealing with Pisces. Oh my gosh, Pisces I just had to set Pisces straight on some level. But the Queen of Cups. So you're dealing with somebody who's super emotionally manipulative, Aries. And like, if you're an Aries, Pisces probably isn't really meant for you. Or not Pisces, but water signs are probably not your jam. And that's okay. So stay away. But in a good way. Boundaries, right? What else? King of Wands. Sorry, the Knight of Wands. You really this person might be really draining your energy, or when you focus on them, it really drains your energy, which is normal because water is definitely always going to put fire in check or make it so that the boundaries are really difficult to challenge, and not necessarily challenge, but just compromise. And fire also makes water boil. Well-boundaried water within a vessel, put fire under it, and it's going to evaporate and just eventually go dry. So these are dynamics that you really should take into consideration. And do you really have this person's back, or do they really have your back, right? Like, this Knight is the one that you want to have behind your back. Like, they will put a fire under your ass. They will light the way for you. Maybe that's what you're trying to do for this person, and it just isn't working out. And if it's the, vice versa, if that person is trying or attempting, or if you're putting them in a spot where that's what you want them to do, it's not working. Confidence is an issue, maybe for both of you. The Sun reversed. So there seems to be a lack of joy, a lack of consistency, a lack of accountability when it comes to inconsistency. That's what that leads to, unfortunately. So are you also concerned about any young people in your life, or the prospect of having more young people in your life? If that's not happening for you, or if you're just maybe even, like, maybe seasonal affective disorder is something that is challenging everybody. If you're dealing with some northern weather, wintry weather, lack of sunlight, it's hard to stay positive or to keep that vitamin D alive. It gets depleted, right? So pay attention to that as well. We have the Six of Swords. There is a lack of forward movement. With this person that you're dealing with, or even with yourself, you're in a spot where there is very limited, like, there's no spiritual growth in whatever situation that you're involved in right now. And that is problematic. especially because you are an awesome Aries. You thrive on your awesomeness. Like you think that your awesomeness is the reason why the sun rises and sets. It's quite arrogant, but you think that that is good. And if that's you and that's how you survive and thrive, you need to be with somebody or around people in your life that see that and acknowledge that and that vibe with that. It's really, really super important that you have somebody that can like deal with your inflated ego, because an inflated ego, despite being seen as negative, can also make shit happen. And I really think that's an important aspect that people need to pay attention to, especially if the intentions behind making shit happen with your inflated ego are to benefit in a good way plenty of people, right? So I really think it's important that having people in your life that see the big picture, you know, having those people in your life is so critical to not feeling like the world fucking sucks, you know? We have the Page of Cups. So this person is a person of the past. I think maybe if you're still hanging on or the water's completely run dry, you know that it's time to move on. You're already in that mindset that moving on from them is for real. And if there's an aspect of yourself, a person who is a, you know, maybe a heavy partier, if that's something that you did, or if you're just really emotionally immature in your past, dealing with emotionally immature people, it's a thing of your past now. You're done with it. So it just goes to show that that's what your life needs to reflect authentically, that you are done with it. You're done. You're done, not dumb, right? All right, so let's see here. Ooh, Three of Swords. So you're going to be dealing with a lot of heartache and grief. You're in a period of grief. You may have lost somebody very important to you recently. It takes a while to overcome grief and sorrow. And I mean, if it's a relationship that you've broken up, like, you know, you also need to give yourself time to grieve, even if like you don't really want to cry about it, or you're feeling like you're at a gain as opposed to a loss. Like, grieving the motions of having all of the of having that person, you know, of having like losing that aspect of your daily routine of being in a relationship with somebody. It is definitely something that requires grief and letting go of, and like, you know, if you're dealing with from a trauma informed lens, like all of like the physiological reactions that you're going to have physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually every time you get triggered. So that applies to, you know, relationship loss, as well as like actual people in your life loss. So whatever you're going through, just stay strong and just know that time is what heals. What was it, Mariah Carey? Love takes time to heal when you're hurting so much. You need to let this go, though. You need to let them go. Let yourself become a vessel for new life, new beginnings. You can't hold on to things and expect change to continue and happen. So if there's something that you're really holding on to, what do you need to let go? People see that you are kind of in a position where you're just learning how to, like you're learning the ropes of a new position, a new, like a new career even, or you're just learning how to be healthy as well, how to do things healthy. Unfortunately, when it comes to that, if people see you as a page, if you're seen as a page within your environment, people think that you have a lot to learn. but also that you have a solid foundation to learn. So I'll like hold on to that, and just know that people are not looking at you in a bad way, but they just don't see perhaps the ways in which you've grown up until this point. And maybe they just haven't been given an opportunity to see that you've grown. So either create that opportunity for yourself by letting go of the importance of what people think about you, first of all. And secondly, just, I don't know, suit up, I'm getting. So maybe you need to kind of dress more mature too. Something to think about. All right. Fashion is something that people take seriously. And it makes a difference. It really does. It makes a difference. Like, for example, just presenting yourself like you have, like you're super put together. People react to that. It's really, I mean, it's kind of superficial. And the Gemini moon challenges us in the ways in which we deal with superficiality. And sometimes that means to like even subscribe to some superficial things that it's kind of like faking it till you make it, but just like it's just putting on the face, the right mask, um, the mask that suits the role, right? So know your role and wear the right face or right outfit, whatever that is to you. So you want that money energy, you want to feel grounded, you want health, like you hope to really hone in that power of like that down to earth power of like creating solid foundations that build legacy. And from like what the ace to the 10 looks like, that whole huge output that has turnaround, so having that solid foundation to burn creative energy to actualize your goals, like that's what you hope to bring in this next cycle, this next year. Even relationship wise, social wealth is huge. So like, what kind of relationship do you want to be in? Do you want like a power couple type of relationship? And it's not even about coupling up. It's just like the people that you surround yourself with, are they all about like manifesting good things, funds and sustainability and all that kind of stuff? Or is it all about taking away from the future, robbing your future? How are you robbing your future versus how are you creating for it? So we have the ten of Pentacles here. So taking a seriously good look at that. That's, that generational legacy building is real. And people don't necessarily have that big picture in their mind every time they do anything and everything. And it's unfortunate. People really rob themselves of opportunities when they subscribe to like that tunnel vision instead of that big picture thinking where we're really thinking about the well-being of our future, and it's not always about us. It's about us making the right decisions for them. So, with that, Aries, thank you so much for checking out my channel. Again, if this resonates, please do hit that like and subscribe. If not, then we'll catch you next time, and hopefully it'll work out for you. Take care, and bye for now.